Welcome back to Truth for Our Time with your host, Tamara Scott.
And I am Tamara Scott. Thanks for staying tuned with us. Last week we had Mark Nelson from Freedom for Youth Ministries, and they are having an evening coming up that you have an opportunity to partner along with the good work that they're doing here in our community. October 13th, that's a Tuesday, October 13th, you can join them at the Airport Holiday Inn, 6 to 8 p.m. Mark, do you know what you're having for dinner?
I've heard it's something really good, but you're just going to have to come to see.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. But at 6 to 8 p.m., Airport Holiday Inn, right there across from the airport on Fleur Drive, easy to get to, either Highway 5 bypass or I-235 down Fleur Drive, easy to get to. And then you'll be able to hear firsthand some of the experiences and some of the good work you're doing. Will you have some of the students there to talk?
We will have some testimonies there, yes. It's going to be a very inspiring evening. I can promise you that. So,
the beauty of what Mark does is, first off, he gives all glory to God, and he's obedient in what he does, but not a tax dollar. Not one tax dime goes to your ministry.
No, nothing. We do not want to take any money that would ever compromise our mission to share the gospel. And so we have never taken any money. We also don't borrow any money. And so we are a ministry that survives on God's hand.
So if you don't have the money, you don't do it.
Right.
So, folks, you could be stopping them from being able to fulfill the mission God's given them, or you could be helping them take it further, which then is as some people say, a crown for you as well, a stone in your crown as well. All right, so we talked very briefly. We talked last week about, I want to talk very briefly this week. What communities are you in besides the Des Moines area? Freedom for Youth is active in what communities in Iowa?
We have centers going in Perry and Winterset and Mitchellville and Stewart, Redfield, Dexter area. We actually have a location in Stewart, but there's also some things going on now in Redfield. We also have an outreach going in Johnston, across from a low-income housing apartment complex there. And
the officials, though you don't take any tax dollars, they are working with you. They're thrilled with what you do because they see a difference in their community when you're active.
Yes, absolutely. The Johnston community, we are meeting at the restored barn that they have there that they normally rent out for weddings and different occasions. They said, you guys can have it free. And in fact, they've given it to us 2 nights a week now because they see the impact that it's having on the kids right there in their community.
The positive that's being paid back into their community through this work. Freedom for Youth, Mark Nelson. You can be a part of it. I challenge you to be a part of it. Talk to your pastor. Talk to your church community. This is the hands and the feet of the church. This is exactly what the church is to do in the community. Right here, we don't have to send dollars across the sea. We can. That's great. But right here in our own community, you are ministering. And as we talked last week, and you can find that link on tamarascott.com if you wish, you are training people, welding. What else? What other vocations?
We have a woodworking shop. We have a mechanical shop where we can work on small engines and bikes and cars. We have an art studio. It's got pottery wheels and all sorts of different things for art. We have a big worship center. We teach music. We have people come in. They may teach drums or guitar. We have a computer lab. We have a big teaching kitchen. That's always a popular one where kids learn to cook.
And you saw, as we heard last week, a young man with a great math gift, and we're able to help get him started into a field, possibly working as an intern. And is he getting a scholarship, did you say?
I believe so, yes.
Because of the eyes and the ears at Freedom for Youth and the gift that you saw that he had. I hear about that pottery wheel, and I'm like, I'm not a troubled youth, but there are days I'm troubled. Can I come learn on that pottery wheel?
Yeah.
I would love to do that. All right, Freedom for Youth, October 13th. So you have a short time that we'd like you to have your RSVP in to Joyce at 515-282-4822, 282-4822 by Monday, October 5th. If you don't, you're still welcome October 13th, but we'd like to have a number of who's going to be there. See if you can host a table of 10. Surely you know 10 that you can have to come to dinner. If nothing else, give the cost of what a dinner would cost.
Right.
And help this ministry out. Anything else in closing, Mark Nelson?
I just look forward to seeing lots of people there at the event and people from all over Iowa. Make it an outing where you come to Des Moines and hear what God is doing to reach youth all over this state of ours. And
maybe you can find a place where you can plug in and help as a volunteer. But certainly, if you're looking for a way to minister, I can't think of an easier way than financially supporting a group that is so active right here in central Iowa. We're seeing the hands and feet. We're seeing the economic benefit of helping kids get off the street, off drugs, staying out of booze, learning to go to work, showing up on time, being productive citizens.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mark Nelson, Freedom for Youth.